Well, anyway, about an hour and a half before last week's show, you called me up and you let me know that your friend John, did he have to put the dog to sleep? Is that the deal?
Yeah, he put his dog down like a couple hours before he called.
Because he was like feeble or something?
Cirrhosis of the liver.
Really? That's what you get for feeding your dog beer, John.
No kidding.
All those years of drinking, hard drinking.
Apparently, John better watch out for that himself.
Sure.
Jesus.
So he called you. He was all broken up over the loss of his canine friend.
Yep.
I mean, if it was me,
yeah,
I would have snuggled up to
Steffi.
Steffi's pussy. It made me feel all better and shit.
No kidding. Me too.
That would have made me feel a lot better.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing that Steffi's pussy wouldn't make better.
Yeah. So that would have made me feel so much better. That would have brought me so much comfort.
Yeah.
I would have, I would have said, Fido lived a good life. It's time for him to go. Thank God I have this pussy. Yeah. To take away my pain.
Jesus Christ. I might be inclined to agree there.
Right. So anyway, since you had to leave the show and you did the right thing and you were being a good friend and all these other things.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, CMS Mikey stepped up, Bob Nalbandian stepped up, and we gave the fans a show regardless, which was good. And I did something last week that in 20 years of recording the show, I have never done.
Yeah, I was stunned when
I was stunned when I did it. I was shocked. I go, what the? I use a recording program. It's called WaveLab. If anybody's ever used it, you might be familiar with the layout.
Yeah.
But on the recording window to record the show, you got record, pause, stop, and discard.
Right.
And at the end of the show, I always just hit stop, and it saves the file, and then I send it to Chris, and Chris cuts it up and gives you your podcast every Sunday and whatnot.
Right.
Well, for some reason, I don't know why, I've never done this. Never.
Right.
I hit discard, and it just erased the file, like instantly. It was gone. So if you're wondering, what happened to the podcast last week, it was totally my fault. I discarded the file. I don't know why I hit discard instead of just stop.
Right.
But it was gone. I couldn't recover it. And I did recover the files that were on the Spreaker because the Spreaker records them. But for some reason, their quality is shitty.
Oh, really?
I don't know why. I mean, in broadcast, it sounds fine.
Right.
But the recorded file sounds muffly.
Huh.
I mean, I've listened to it. I've listened to the show live via the Spreaker, and it sounds nice and clean and clear.
Sure.
But the recorded file of it just sounds shitty.
Well, it must sound bad if you didn't send it to me to use.
Yeah, I didn't want to put it out there because it just sounded muffly.
Right.
I went back and tried to listen. I was just going to edit it together and send it over, and then I thought, this sounds like shit. So I didn't even bother.
Right. Wow.
But I couldn't believe it. I just could not believe I hit discard. The thing is this recording program has a recovery thing, but once you discard it, it's gone.
Right. It just gets rid of it.
So I do actually have the files, but they don't sound that good.
Right.
So that's why you didn't get it.
Yeah. Oh, well, it happens.
Yeah. So
you
anyway,
got 20 more years before you fuck it up again.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, in your absence,
yes,
apparently you received a couple of emails that people were not happy that you were not here.
Yeah, I woke up to being told what a douche I was.
You're a douche. All right. Here we go. Somebody sends in. Can I read the names or?
Yeah, read their names because I edited out their last names.
Okay. All right. These are some of the short emails that you received.
Mm-hmm.
Chris abandons the CMS once again. What a surprise. Stop chasing pussy and get where you belong on the show. Adam.
Thanks, Adam. Yeah.
So that's where you belong, Chris.
I belong behind the microphone, and I was chasing pussy.
Yeah, well, you were with Stephanie.
Well,
in a roundabout way.
Not in the way I'd like to be.
Yeah, I understand. I get it. Okay. Chris, how come Neely always shows up to the show, but you always have something to do somewhere else or somewhere else to be? I guess we know who's truly loyal and who the shit talker is. Fake. Wow.
What the hell? Here, I'm trying to help a friend with a fucking,
So this guy signs off as Mr. Tornado?
Mr. Tornado.
Mr. Tornado. So you're just a fake.
I'm a fake.
You're a fake and a shit talker.
Yep.
All right. I hate when you cancel the show because you ruin my week when you do that.
Yeah, man.
Your podcast is the only good thing about my crappy week at work, and you don't show up because you are chasing women or pie. It sucks. Come on, fat boy. Dedicate to the show.
Was that signed Michael Butler?
That was Steve M. Wow.
Chasing women or pie?
Yeah, or pie.
Or pie.
This week's show was good without you, Chris, because Neely is used to doing with weeks you don't bother to show up. Just quit again already if you can't hack it.
If I can't hack it.
Holly.
Chick.
Wow. Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
Fuck these fucking fuckers.
Well, thanks, Tim. Thanks for calling in for a fifth time. Jeez. Wow. You did take a little bit of a beating this week, didn't you?
Dude, anytime I do anything, I get this kind of shit. I swear. And now, did we not say on week 1 when I came back that I was not going to be on the show 52 weeks anymore? Didn't we say that?
Yeah, I know. I know. But you know what? The thing is, and again, this is kind of flattering in some regard.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you and I have lives outside of the classic metal show, and we do this because it's a passion and we're good at it.
Right.
But, shit happens. It does.
It does.
And no matter what happens or when it happens or how it happens, whatever, there's never once been a bad word between us, ever.
Nope, never.
And it happens, and I get it, and you get it, and so on and so forth. But the more that we do the show, the more we realize, and I hate to say this because this sounds so, we're so great. That a lot of people really do depend on us to do a show every week. They're just like, this is my highlight of the week.
Right. It is. It's great.
And sometimes I really don't know how to accept that.
Right.
I appreciate it. Trust me, I do. But it's just like, wow, really? That's what you look forward to all week?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I know it's and believe me, I'm flattered that people are, love the show and whatever, and that's fine, but I as I say to everybody, I make no apologies for, especially last week. One of my boys calls me and says, "Hey, need you to be there." Guess what? I'm leaving.
Right.
I'm leaving. The show is very much secondary to, the people that I'm closest to. And as it should be, really. Same with you. If your sister called you right now in the middle of the show and said, whatever, Officer Jim died and I'm fucked.
Right.
You know, I know that's a harsh example, but if that was the call, that if you got that text right now, guess what? Show's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Show's over. I'm jumping in the car and boom, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, as it should be.
Right.
You know, there's not, you know, we love doing the show.
Yeah, believe me, I look forward to doing the show every week. I do. I mean, it is a passion. I mean, 20 years, almost 20 years in.
Right.
I didn't give up. I never made a dime off this show. I come out of pocket to do this show for 20 years. It's never been about the money. Never. Because there is none. Believe me, there's none.
Right.
But I do it, we do it because we want to.
Right, exactly.
So, I appreciate the adulation and the people who say, oh, man, I missed it. And it was, my week was ruined. And I get that. I appreciate it. But, man, sometimes life gets in the way.
Yeah, you know what? If you don't have 5 hours of shit to listen to, go to the CMS YouTube channel. There's fucking stuff all the way back to 2006.
Or just listen to the CMS 24/7 stream.
Yeah. Or go listen to the Adam Carolla show.
Right.
or Joe Rogan or something.
Or Anthony Cumia.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff out there.
Yeah, I mean, but come on, man. Every once in a while we have to take off for this reason or that reason.
Yeah.
And we should, although I got to admit, last week when I called you last week, that was about as close to getting pissed off as I think you've ever
I was just, was kind of shocked because I was like getting ready and I was like, oh, I can't do the show. I got to I'm out of here.
And you were like, you're kidding, right?
It's like, well, it's like, whatever. But I compensated. It worked out. It's fine.
That's
it
fine.
worked out.
Yeah. Look.
Because Holly was on my side.
Right.
Yeah, it was good without you.
As it should be. You fucking carried the show for 2.5 years without me. You should be used to it.
Yeah, Holly said so.
That's right.
Thanks, Holly.
Yeah.
By the way, Holly, are you hot?
Yeah.
I'm single.
Team Gilly.
Yeah, I'm single.
And there you go.
Yeah, you could be with a star.
The star.
Yeah.